Oh, this ought to get interesting. Here we go. You got Logano right in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now, Stenhouse is now shown in 18th, 2 laps down. Logano is 17th, 1 lap down.
I'd say if he thought it was hard to pass Joey Logano a while ago, it may be even more difficult now.
Yeah, because you got to remember, Joey's not running for points. He has no dog in that fight.
Yeah, looks like Stenhouse a little bit tentative right there. Not know if this dog's going to bite or not.
There's the swing that has happened so far today, and here we go, side by side.
You can see the whole left side of Logano's car where they had contact earlier.
Yeah, and the right side of Ricky's is pretty much
You got to
junk.
figure this out and get by him here.
Gonna try it again. They come through 4. And this is going to get real interesting now, because Joey's not happy. Joey had a car that he knew he could win this race. Gave him a little nudge, but he didn't turn him.
And we've seen Ricky Stenhouse last year in winning his championship, and then again this year be a very aggressive driver, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you also have to understand situations, and a track like this where it is difficult to pass is going to test your patience, and I think that he just ran out of patience a little bit and tried to make something happen a little bit sooner than what he was ready to, or what the car was actually ready to and capable of doing.
Now, he got around the 8 of Scott Lagasse Jr. Lagasse is actually just 1 lap down in 16th position. As we mentioned, Stenhouse is 2 laps down in 18th. Let's give you another view as Ricky has now opened up some ground on Joey. Here's what it looked like from high above.
Yeah, you see, the 6 is a little faster, quite a bit faster actually, but Joey just gave him a little nudge, and I didn't forget about it.
Is that one of those, DJ? I can turn you, but I won't.
I won't. Yeah, he understands the situation. Joey's a professional, but he didn't want it to go by without letting him know that, yeah, I did not appreciate at all what you did.
Because if he turns him, it could have taken him out of the championship battle for good.
Yeah, and you know what kind of car Joey's going to be driving next year, right?
Yes.
The Ford, I believe.
All right, let's step aside for a moment as it's Paul Menard and Austin Dillon running 1 and 2. We are under our 8th caution here at the Kansas Speedway. There is debris out between turns 3 and 4, and waiting to see who's going to take and who's staying out. And it looks like, well, the 30 car is going to come in. That's James Busher, followed by Brad Sweet in 38.
They call the Turner cars.
Turner cars, yeah, I was going to say. Justin Allgaier, and let's go to Jamie.
He said we don't need 2 rounds on the track bar. That was the call, so they just went a half round. They're filling it up with fuel, and they will put 4 tires on. And they left the ratchet. They got to pull that out before he leaves, Doc.
And down below them, Brad Sweet came in, not in the fuel window, but he has a vibration, so they got to come in and put 4 tires on. Trent Owens made the call. Young man doing a nice job here as a rookie. Marty?
Yeah, and with 69 laps to go, fuel window, they're outside of it by about 9 laps. And so as they come back out, unless they get a lot of caution laps, and we have had 8 cautions for 32 laps, and there is the debris that we're out picking up. There are several pieces out there, and we'll step aside and be right back.
Phrase of the day at Kansas Speedway has been loose, as in lots of loose race cars.
Yeah, they just cannot get hooked up in this new surface, and they're kind of slipping and sliding all over the place. But I will tell you, as the race is going on, that second groove is coming in, and things are getting better.
Yeah, really are. Having a tough time, though, some of these guys, cars are really loose. Getting the air taken off of them. It's a new race day, and they're having just a struggle.
Turning point, though, possibly in the championship. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got into Joey Logano. Logano still not happy about it. But this is not a good opportunity out here for Stenhouse.
No, big turning point in the championship. Don't really understand what went on there. Just some close racing, a little bit of judgment. But you could see Joey still not happy with Ricky right there. But again, racing incident.
And it just happened on pit road. Right now, Stenhouse Jr. currently being showed 2 laps down in 22nd. Logano just 1 lap down. He started on pole, has won 8 times in this series this season. Both of them thought they had the opportunity to win today. The interesting question now is the leader is Paul Menard. His teammate Austin Dillon is running second, and as they're running the championship right now,
You trying to start
22
something?
points out of the lead.
Here it
So let me
comes.
just say, team orders.
Oh, I knew it was coming.
I saw a black helicopter. I'm not sure, but you know, who knows? You know, right now you're looking at Austin Dillon's in second place. You know, and you said it. I don't know, granddaddy. Who knows?
I don't think you're going to see team orders. I really don't. Nowadays, I don't think Menard will pull over for him. He wants to win this race. I don't think he wants to hurt Austin Dillon by any means, but I don't think you're going to see him get out of the way.
Who's Menard's boss?
He probably won't run Richard Childress, but he may not race him as hard as he would someone else, but getting plenty of room.
Marty. Will be interesting to see how this one plays out.
93 starts since Paul Menard's only career win at Milwaukee back in June of 2006. I think he wants to win. We're back to green. The last several restarts, it's been like this for several laps, side-by-side action.
Really impressed how Paul Menard can stay up there in that second groove, get a good run off the corner. Every other time he's eventually taking the lead back. Austin Dillon doesn't want to let that happen right now, though.
One of 9 drivers that'll be doing double duty, and believe me, his notebook is getting a lot of pages filled up with what he's learned here today.
Paul just gets such a run off the top side.
There's a lot of the drivers for that Sprint Cup race sitting watching this race right now that are saying, man, I'm really glad we're seeing this happen today.
Kyle Busch is running in 3rd. There you see the 22 of Ryan Blaney in 4th as they come across the stripe. In 5th, it's the 88 of Cole Witt, followed by the 99 of Kenny Wallace. A little side-by-side action a little deeper in the field. It's Brad Sweet going around the 31, Justin Allgaier. Or correct that. That is Mike Bliss.
Bliss having another nice run today. See
Bliss right behind Allgaier. It's the 30 Great Clips car, not the 38. That's James Buescher on the high side. So just got our 30 and 38. Oh, and the 24 has scraped the wall.
Bring it down pit road. Bring it down
That is
pit road
Derek
right
White,
here.
and the caution is out. And the right side looks a lot worse than the left.
Yeah, he'd already had some damage on the right side. Had gotten into the wall before this also.
And I think we're going to have to take it to the garage. Put right sides on it. Put right sides on it.
He was running 26th at the time.
Well, he looked like he carried a lot of speed down into the corner, but just not enough grip there for that speed.
In case you're wondering, I see another angle on this. The record for cautions here is 11. This is our 9th today. Can't get the jack underneath right now. All right, there's 62 laps to go. That's 2 outside the window. What do you want to do, crew chief?
Well, I mean, you'd want to pit if you could make it, but I've just seen so many caution flags. I just don't see this thing going green to the end. Sure is nice having that track position too. Saw Stenhouse. He stayed out there for that track position earlier. Kind of worked out for him for a while, but then once you get back in this pack, it's kind of hard racing up through there.
Well, and we can tell you Danica Patrick will get the free pass. That'll put her back on the lead lap, give us 15 cars on the lead lap.
I'd have to say Richard Childress might be over there thinking too that if they drag all of those lead lap cars in there, Ricky Stenhouse could get a wave around and get one of his laps back. And
this
they
be a way
don't
to keep
want
him
that to
down.
happen. Yeah.
By staying out, we keep him down 2 laps.
There is Richard.
Looks like they're going to come down pit road. Looks like all of them are. This is going to be a big break for Stenhouse.
Could be the last stop for a lot of these cars. We'll have 61 laps to go this time across the stripe. Jamie?
Well, since Ryan Blaney last pitted on lap 112, they don't need tires. Just wipe off the front, fill it up with fuel, Dave.
Kyle Busch's team is going to take 4 tires, track bar. No, he's going to take no tires right now. Doc?
Elliott Sadler will be 7 laps short on fuel. They got to hope for some yellow flags to make it right side tires only. Vince.
The 3 of Austin Dillon, he's going to take on 2 tires, left sides for Austin Dillon, and the 33 of Paul Menard came as well, and Menard took left side tires also.
And there's the race off pit road as Justin Allgaier picked up 9. Now, you heard Elliott Sadler said he'd be 7 short. That means he can only make 54 laps. We'll find out. Great view of Kansas City. Let's remind you what's coming up tomorrow. Race number 6 in the chase for the Sprint Cup. It's presented by Ram, 1 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. Also at 1 Eastern tomorrow on ABC, it's the American Le Mans Series, Petit Le Mans, presented by Mazda. And the NASCAR Nationwide Series is off next week, so 2 weeks, November 3rd, from Texas, 7 o'clock Eastern on ESPN. Getting ready to go green flag racing, and if you're wondering about strategy, our longest green flag stretch has been 39 laps. We now have 59 to go, and some people are going to have to hope for some more yellow. Side by side, Justin Allgaier, Paul Menard. Right behind them, it's Kyle Busch, James Buescher, Austin Dillon, and Joe Nemechek is in 6th. The 1 3 wide down the back stretch. That's Sam Hornish on the inside.
Sam got back on the lead lap. He's ready to go to the front. Like Brad Sweet having a little problem there.
He slid up the hill, and there's Danica Patrick. She got back on the lead lap, side by side with Sweet. So Justin Allgaier, our 5th different leader today. We've had a total of 9 lead changes.
Allgaier able to pass Paul Menard on the bottom. That's the first time we've seen that in a while.
And Paul Menard has led the most laps today, guys. 76.
Allgaier a little bit loose right there. Here goes Menard.
Yep, he's going to give it right back to him. Here comes Paul, as he'll make it now 77 laps led. And Austin Dillon licking his chops, realizing he could pick up some ground in the championship points battle. Moves around Allgaier as well, and the 54 is right behind, and here comes Kyle Busch underneath the 31.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing this 33 maybe be quite as good as it has been. As you see, Kyle Busch, one of his better runs, taking over that 3rd spot.
Kyle still looking to keep that streak alive of at least 1 victory in what would be 9 consecutive seasons. Sam Hornish, as we've seen several times, down on the apron. Justin Allgaier going the wrong direction. One thing we should point out, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. right now, with the way everything turned around with this last caution, instead of being 2 laps down, he's now 1 lap down, shown in 18th position in the lucky dog spot.
Yeah, he's going to get that lap back. There'll be another caution, and he's got a car fast enough to stay there in that position. And I'm not sure if I would have been Childress, I wouldn't have left that 33 car out there, so he couldn't have gotten that other lap back because he was 2 down. It's almost like giving him 2 laps back because he'll get that lucky dog spot.